Morning my lovelies, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be making a cornmeal porridge for our breakfast, also known as polenta porridge. It's a lovely, tasty, warm porridge. Well, obviously it will be warm because it's porridge, but it's a lovely, like, hearty breakfast to have during these winter months. And it's got some really like Christmassy flavors in there with the cinnamon and the nutmeg. So let's get started. So what you're going to need is some full fat milk. You could use semi-skim milk, but it's much yummier with full fat milk. Some coconut milk, any brand will do. Some nutmeg, some sugar, any kind of sugar. You could use brown sugar, muscovado sugar, any sugar of your choice. Some vanilla extract or vanilla flavoring, some table salt, some cinnamon, some condensed milk, the main ingredient, some fine polenta. You can use coarse polenta as well, but fine just makes it so much smoother. A wooden spoon, some scales, some kind of measuring jug, and a saucepan. So here are all the ingredients. Let's get cooking. So first of all, I'm going to measure my polenta. So I'll put the jar on the scales, set it back to 0. All measurements here are approximate. Oh my God, no! Oh my God, that went a bit wrong. But as I was saying, all measurements are just a guideline or approximate. I'm cooking for five people. Let's make this 300. That's 300 grams of polenta in the jar. Then I'm gonna pour that 300 grams of polenta into my saucepan. Set that back to 0, and then I'm gonna pour in milk. So here, that's 1.5 pints of milk going into the saucepan. Wow, it's talking to me. Can you hear that? And I'm going to pour in about another 1/2 pint of milk. So you need a fair bit of liquid for this because as you're cooking it, the polenta is going to swell. So I'm just going to give that a stir with my wooden spoon. If you've got a whisk as well, a whisk is fine. Probably, in fact, the whisk is better. Now just give that a bit of a stir and then put this on the gas. Turn the heat down because you want to cook this slowly, otherwise the bottom of the pan the polenta could stick to the bottom. So you want to cook this on a gradual heat and keep stirring. In fact, I'm going to change from my wooden spoon here to one of these whisks, just to get all the edges mixed in. Look at my daughter watching over here. Bless her, she's been so good. Mummy said try not to make too much noise, and she's just doing a bit of artwork here. You're such a good girl, darling. I'm going to add in a pinch of salt because it just gives it that nice little edge, just a pinch of salt. And I think this goes for most porridges that you make, whether you're making an oatmeal porridge or like a polenta porridge or any other kind of, you know, sweet porridge. A pinch of salt just gives it that little, balances all the flavors out. So put that in, stir, putting in a bit of vanilla extract. Just pour that onto a spoon so you have a bit more control, so the whole thing doesn't fall in like it just did with when I was pouring the polenta out. So if you can see that, it's a bit of vanilla extract. I'm going to put a little bit more in. I love vanilla. But if you put too much in, it could turn your whole dish a bit bitter. Cinnamon and my nutmeg. Now you can go really ham with this. You can, you know, as with a lot of these ingredients, add to your taste. If you like nutmeg, then chuck a lot of nutmeg in. I'm not really like doing any specific measurements or anything. I love nutmeg, so putting in about that much. And then I love my cinnamon as well, so just gonna chuck that in there. Yum. And you know, as you're cooking this, taste it. Taste as you go along. I mean, I'm not going to taste it yet because the polenta's not cooked at all, so it's going to taste a bit rubbish if I taste it now. But once it's starting to cook and thicken up, taste it. If you want a bit more salt, add a bit more salt. If you want a bit more of your spices or anything, then as long as you're tasting as you go along, you can't ruin the dish. So taste as you go along. I'm going to put the sugar in as well. And again, I'm just eyeballing this. Like, put a bit of sugar in and taste it as you go along. Don't forget as well, we are going to put the condensed milk in. So you don't need too much sugar. Or, you know, you can bypass the sugar. You don't need the sugar if you're going to put the condensed milk in, because that's sweet enough. So again, you know, use your discretion. But I know the sugar that I've put in is not going to be enough, so I'm going to top it up with condensed milk. Open up the coconut milk, give it a shake. Ooh! This is how I want to shake Aaron, you know. I want to shake him like this, shake him up, you know, when he's misbehaving. I just want to grab him like this and give him a good shake the life out of him. And then, oh, come on, tin opener, don't do this to me. This one might be better. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This one's much better. Just a quick stir. See, it's starting to thicken up quite quickly. Make sure you get every corner as you're stirring it. Whisk, stir, whisk and stir. Coconut milk in. Now, even despite shaking it, there seems to be a thick layer on the top, but that's fine. I'm going to... Wow. Wow, that's really thick, actually. Sure, coconut milk is usually milkier than this, but look, mash it up. You can see it here. Just mash it into the bottom of your pan. Stir and mash it in. If your coconut milk has settled with a thick layer on top, just don't stop whisking and mashing it in. Whisk and mash. Should all dissolve nicely in the end. This is 5 minutes in. Porridge is starting to bubble and thicken up. Consistency of the porridge is a matter of taste. Some people like their porridge really thick. If you like it this thick, then it's done. If you like it a bit runnier, then add some more milk or water if you prefer. So anyway, I like my porridge a bit runnier, so I'm going to add some more milk. I'm going to taste this in a minute to see if I need any more of my spices. That's So good. I'm gonna add a little more spice though, and then add in the condensed milk because it needs to be sweeter. So I'm putting in some more cinnamon. And some more nutmeg. Just take it off the heat while I'm doing that. Oh, I love these kind of winter spices. They are lovely. Condensed milk. God, so naughty. Look at that. You know, my Aaron, he eats this. He just eats this on its own. Stir in all the spices and the condensed milk. You can see here, it's nicely cooked. Give it a taste. You know it's cooked when it doesn't taste so grainy anymore. So I've turned off the cooker now because it is cooked. It is cooked, but I just want it a bit runnier. And as I said, you can use water as well if you don't want to put any more milk in there. Right, so time to serve up. Look how delicious that looks. Let me bring it closer. Look how creamy and yummy and delicious that looks. Starving hungry, and I cannot wait to eat this. Look at that. The nutmeg, the condensed milk. It's quite naughty really, full fat milk and condensed milk. But hey, who cares? Lovely winter warmer. Look at that. Just wanted to add as well that if you wanted to put some Nutella into your cornmeal porridge, that would be really nice, you know. Experiment with things. I mean, this is a lovely, I don't think this needs anything else in it really, but if you are a chocolate lover, put some cocoa powder in there, put some Nutella in there. You could even put a dollop of jam in here if you like, because when my mum was younger, she used to make me semolina with a blob of jam in the middle, so that would be really nice. So that's just another serving suggestion. Bye, thanks for watching.